Welcome back, children. So today we will start chapter number 8, editing a worksheet. Okay, so your today's content is inserting columns and rows in a worksheet, deleting columns and rows, and changing the row height and column width. Okay, so let us begin. So as we are working on Microsoft Office 2007 and this is Microsoft Office Excel 2007. So I'm going to show all these activities in Microsoft Excel 2007. Okay. So just after the start button, you can see the search box there. In the search box, you can type as Excel. Okay. So you can see Microsoft Office Excel 2007 application. So click on this application. You will see the new Microsoft Excel window has appeared. Okay. Now, as I have already created my worksheet on a particular class report card. Okay. So I am going to show all those activity based on this worksheet. Okay. Now consider that your teacher has asked you to type the report card of a particular class. Okay. So after entering the data, then you came to know that you have forgot to enter marks for certain subjects. Okay. So in this case, what you need to do is you have to insert the new column, or you may have forgot to insert the name of a particular student. So in this case, you need to insert a new row. So instead of deleting the whole worksheet, what we can do is we can insert the new row and insert the new column in the given worksheet. Okay, so this is very important. It will be helpful for your lifetime as well. Okay, now I'm going to show you the 3 different ways to insert the column and rows. Okay, so let us begin with the column. Now one important thing is always remember that the columns is inserted to the left of the selected column or a selected cell, and the rows are always inserted above the selected cell or a selected row. So let me repeat once again. Columns are always inserted to the left of selected column, and the rows are always inserted above the selected row. Okay. So now consider that I want to insert a new column in between English and Maths. Okay. So what you can do is you can click on any of the shade in Maths. Now if you go at the top, we call this as a column heading. Okay, column heading A, column heading B, column heading C, and in this way it goes on and on. Now if you take the mouse pointer above the column heading Maths here, you can see I'm talking about column heading D. The pointer will turn into the arrow pointing downwards. Okay, so after that, what you need to do is right click the mouse button. From this drop down menu, click on insert option here. Okay, once you click on the insert option, you can see that the new column has inserted to the left of Maths. Now whichever subject you want to mention, you just simply mention the subject and enter the data one after the another. Okay, now this is first method. Now second method is click on the home tab. Okay, and under the cells group, see here, we call this as a cells group. At extreme right, you'll get 3 buttons here: insert button, delete button, and format button. So click on the insert button. You will see different option here. Now as I am going to insert a new row, so I will click on insert sheet column. Okay, sorry, I am going to insert a new column, so I will click on insert sheet columns. So click on this option. You can see that one more column has been inserted to the left of Hindi. Okay, now I want to insert one more column in between science and SST. So the third method is just select on any of the cell. Okay, after selecting the cell, right click the mouse button. Again you will see an insert option from the drop down menu. Now this time the column will not get inserted automatically. You will see a dialog box there. Okay, because this time I am not clicking on the column heading. See here, this time I am clicking on one of the cell and I am right clicking on the cell. Okay, so you will see different options here. Click on insert option. You will see a insert dialog box here. So in this insert dialog box, click on this radio button, entire column, because I'm going to insert the entire column. Click on OK. you can see the new column has been inserted. Okay, so similarly you can also insert a new row in any of these three methods. So you can see we call this as a row heading. Okay, row heading 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So you can see that once I put the mouse pointer in one of the any of the row heading, it will show a arrow pointing towards the right. Now you can right click the mouse button. Okay, from the drop down menu, click on insert option. You can see that the new row has been inserted here. Okay, now the second method is, suppose say I want to insert a new row in between 5 and 6. Okay, so you can select in any of the cell here, go to the home tab at the top. Okay, see here under the sales group, just like you have inserted the column, click on insert button here. Now click on insert sheet rows. Okay, so if you click on insert sheet rows, you can see that the new row has been inserted. So the third method is, suppose say I want to insert a new row in between these two row. Okay, so click on any of the cell, right click the mouse button, you will see the insert option once again. Once you click on the insert button, you will see the insert dialog box. From this insert dialog box, click on entire row. Okay, once you click on entire row, click on OK. You can see that the new row has been inserted. I hope it's clear. Now how to delete the column and row. So similarly, if you want to remove or delete unwanted rows and columns, so this is also you can do in the similar way. Suppose say I want to delete this column, so go to the column heading, right click the mouse button, and from the drop down menu click on delete option. You can see that the column has been deleted. Okay, the second method is, suppose say I want to delete this column, so click on any of the cell in this column. So now we will move to the delete button in the sales group. Okay, because I want to delete the column, so click on the delete button. So you'll get a number of options here. Click on delete sheet column. Okay, so once you click on the delete sheet column, you see that the column has been deleted. The third one is, suppose say I want to delete this column. Okay, again click on any of this cell, right click the mouse button and click on delete option. Okay, so entire column, because I am going to delete the entire column, click on entire column and click on OK. The column has been deleted. So in the same way, you can also delete the rows by clicking on the right clicking the mouse button on the row heading and clicking the delete options from the drop down menu. Okay, just select the row or click on any of the cell that you want to delete the row, go to the delete button at the top in the sales group, click on delete sheet rows. This is the second method. You can see that the row has been deleted. Okay, so in this way you can also delete the unwanted rows and column. So I hope it's clear now. I have showed you three different ways to insert column and rows and delete column and rows. Okay, now our next content is changing the column width and row height. Okay, so this can be done both manually as well as automatically. Okay, so if you want to increase the column width manually, what you need to do is you have to go in between the two boundary of the two column headings. Suppose say I want to decrease the width of this column English. Okay, so take the mouse pointer in the boundary of between two column heading, press the mouse button and simply drag towards the left side. You can see that the width of the column has decreased. Okay, suppose if you want to increase the width of the column, again go in the boundary between two column heading, press the mouse button and drag the mouse pointer towards the right side. You can see that the column has increased. Similarly, if you want to increase the row height, go in between the boundary of two row heading, press the mouse button and drag it below to increase the row height. Okay, and if you want to decrease the row height, again go to any one of the row heading, press up. Okay, see here, just drag the mouse button up. So in this way you can decrease the row height as well. Okay, so this is the manual way of increasing the row height and column width. Now, how to increase the row height and column width automatically? Now, see, in this case, first you need to highlight or you need to select the range of the cell. Okay, suppose see that I have selected this range of the cell. In the home tab under the cells group, you can see the format button here. So click on the format button, you can see the row height option. So if you want to increase the row height, click on this option. Okay, here you need to mention the height. Okay, what should be your row height? Suppose if I give here 30, click on OK, you can see that the height of the rows has increased. Okay, see here, if I mention here the 40, you can see that the height of the row has increased. Similarly, if you want to increase the width of the column, again go to the format button, click on column width option here. So you just mention suppose 10. Okay, click on OK. So the width of the column has decreased. Now let me increase it. Suppose let me make it 15. Click on OK. Now you can see. Okay, so in this way, either you can increase the column width or decrease, you can change the column width or row height both by manually or automatically. Okay, so these are the content in today's video. I hope you have understood it. Okay, kindly open Excel worksheet, create your own worksheet, type your own data, and do practice it at home. Okay, so thank you children. This is all in today's class.